Tomorrow could be the day for God of War, more Horizon stuff, new IPs shown, lots of things, because tomorrow is the E3 level show that PlayStation is doing. I didn't talk about it last week because I'm a bit on a hiatus, but of course the thing to bring me back is finally, PlayStation's answer to Nintendo and Xbox being at E3. They promoted this a week in advance, so what could be there? Well, we'll watch it together tomorrow. I'm gonna do a live stream for it and port some reactions, hopefully that'll be cool. But what do you think will be there? I don't know. The way PlayStation is marketing this, they make it like they want people to watch. They want people to have their eyes on this. They want people to have a week in advance notice to do content and whatever on it to talk about it. So what I wanna see in the comments as well as a spark in this video is what could be at this big PlayStation event that we are finally getting after their last big event was like in August last year. And that was a long time ago. And that was a really good show, and their June show was a really good show. It is just 40 minutes long, but that could be a potentially short and sweet show. I personally hope that we get a solid 12 to 15 games where 4 of them are bangers. And then there's 5 or 6 that are all right, that was cool. And then maybe a couple things, folks don't care about. But nonetheless, that could be a really cool show to show some new IPs. PlayStation has said that they have 25 PlayStation exclusives in the works. So probably the time to show at least 1 or 2 of those. I feel like Naughty Dog, Sucker Punch, and Insomniac really earned themselves a break because they've been doing, the past 2 years we've had their big releases. So let's focus on the other folks like Santa Monica. Will probably finally end this show with God of War gameplay that'll send people through the roof. A reminder that Horizon Forbidden West is coming with some cool trailer to really showcase the different places you're going, because we've really only seen one place in action. I'm curious to see what the other studios are up to, and I'm sure we're gonna be seeing at least 1 or 2 of those. Let me know what you think those are down below. Also though, PlayStation is notorious for having really big partnerships in terms of what is shown. We got a lot of Resident Evil shown at their shows, Activision shows up at their shows, Capcom. PlayStation has some really sweet marketing deals, and because of that, who knows? Could finally get more about the Harry Potter game that was shown in their last show. But I firmly believe there's gotta be something big from Square Enix and or Capcom at this show. They are notorious for showing stuff at PlayStation shows, and as to what those could be, who knows? Is it time for Street Fighter 6? I don't know. Would Capcom make this be the show that they finally fulfill people's hope of Dino Crisis remake? But in terms of Square Enix, a lot of people are really hoping for Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2. Now, I don't want to crush hopes, but I do just want to remind everybody, Final Fantasy 16 is still a thing. That is still a thing that is yet to come out, and I would imagine this would be an opportunity for Square Enix, because they didn't talk about it at E3, this is probably the time to have, another look at Final Fantasy 16. It's basically been a whole year now, so yeah. Maybe get something else from Call of Duty Vanguard at this show, but I would say overall that's kind of the theme, because they're definitely gonna have some big hitters. Maybe a couple of little indie stuff mixed in, sure, but I really believe this show is gonna have some big hitters, some great reaction-worthy moments, and I would say roughly, this is kind of what I'm expecting when I said in this video. And I'll be watching it with you tomorrow live, but for now, let's chat about it in the comments. What do you think? And if this is after the show, then how wrong were we? What do you think that they should have shown? Let's talk about it in the comments. I've been Samurai Kibiji, and if you want some more game discussions and talk and hype trains and whatnot, feel free to subscribe to the channel and check out a video that YouTube thinks you'd like.